Hello, I'm Dr. Tina Wong, and I'm a holistic healer for a happy and healthy brain at Lifelong Enerjoy. And I'm here to tell you how you can help a depressed friend or loved one get the help they need. According to the Centers for Disease Control, 1 out of 11 people in the United States is depressed. But knowing how to help can be challenging.
That's because the very features of depression keep people feeling stuck, like nothing will work. So, how do you help someone get out of that cycle of despair? I'm so glad you're listening because it means that you really want to help your friend or loved one. And the fact that they have someone who really cares like you means that their chances of relief are substantially higher with your support. Obviously, this is not something you should do alone, but your friend probably needs your help to seek the professional support that they need. This is because people who are depressed often don't recognize it. I didn't, and they may have a hard time seeing the benefits of getting support. But first, I need to tell you about the features of depression so that you'll recognize it. Do you know anyone that is negative, lacking hope, missing drive or ambition, doesn't seem to be able to have fun, is lacking energy, or isn't taking good care of themselves? They could probably benefit from professional support. Why? Because our brains are full of negative thought patterns and emotions, and they govern our behavior.
How? Well, imagine you're looking for a job. Let's look at the effects of viewing this through a negative or a positive filter. A person with a negative filter would have thoughts like, what's the point? Nothing is going my way. Trying will only lead to more disappointment, and nothing I do matters. They probably will have feelings of despair, hopelessness and helplessness, failure, pessimism, bitterness and frustration. What would this person do to get a job? They'd probably apply for a few jobs, and if they didn't get the response they were looking for, they'd get discouraged and give up pretty easily. And at this rate, it might take them years to find a job.
But what if they were able to view things through a positive lens? Their thoughts might be, what I do matters, and I have something valuable to contribute. I learn from my mistakes, and each step I take makes me stronger. Their feelings might be hope, enthusiasm, and excitement. What would this person do? Well, they'd probably be persistently applying for jobs, they'd be out networking, they'd find creative ways to get the job they wanted, and they'd probably find a job much more quickly. Another way of understanding why depression keeps us stuck is by gaining appreciation of the heart wall. When we have negative experiences, they result in emotions that get trapped in our bodies, and they can get trapped around our heart to form what we call the heart wall. The more trapped emotions around our heart, the thicker the heart wall. And the heart wall prevents us from experiencing further pain. It keeps us safe, but it also keeps us stuck and prevents us from experiencing passion for life. I believe we all have a wise inner wizard. We see it functioning in areas of our life that are working really well. It points us in the direction that we need to take to go from where we're at to where we want to be.
But in areas of our life that are not functioning as well, our wise inner wizard gets clouded by thoughts such as, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, or it's hopeless. And trapped emotions such as frustration, shame, despair, abandonment, heartache, and anger. So it becomes really difficult to access our intuitive intelligence that would otherwise take us efficiently to our goals. Luckily, there are techniques such as emotional freedom technique or tapping, the emotion code or the body code that give us access to tools that allow us to let it go. So now we can gain greater access to our wiser inner wizard. And with this greater inherent wisdom, we now how to efficiently get from our current state to the goal that we want to achieve. I regularly see this shift happen with my clients. Not only do they gain more peace, but they gain access to effective solutions to meet their needs. So how can we help your friends get the help they need? Well, there's a four-step process. The first is to listen. The second is to express your concern. Then I help them identify resources, and then to follow up. My favorite way of listening is called nonviolent communication. It involves listening for feelings and needs. For example, your friend may say something like, "My life sucks." And you would say, "Are you feeling discouraged because you have a need for more connection?" Continue to listen for feelings and needs until your friend feels complete. The benefit of this is that it satisfies their need to be heard, it shows care, it establishes trust, and it becomes easier for them to hear your concern. I suggest, if you'd like more information about listening compassionately, to read Nonviolent Communication, A Language of Life by Marshall Rosenberg. To express your concern, you might say something like, "I feel worried because I'm concerned about your emotions such as," and the thoughts such as, could be affecting your ability to get, and name goals that are most meaningful to them. If they agree, it's a great time to ask if they'd be willing to get professional support. If they disagree, wait till things cool off at a later date to show them some of the things that I have to share with you to help them understand the relationship between their thought patterns and their behavior. On my blog at lifelongenerjoy.com, in the internal workings of a depressed versus healthy mind, I show common scenarios viewed from both negative and positive filters and how they affect behavior. You can also share this presentation with them, slides 6 through 12, which include the heart wall and the wise inner wizard. Once they agree that they're ready to see somebody, help them to find an appropriate match. You can ask them if they would prefer a method that uses talking. Some people don't enjoy talking, and in those cases, energy medicine or acupuncture might be more appropriate. You can ask them if they have a gender preference, or if they care about efficiency or efficacy. You can ask them about their financial resources and insurance coverage. And if they seem unmotivated to find somebody, you can find 2 or 3 people and ask them to choose who they might best resonate with. Once your friend has agreed to see a professional, make sure you follow up after the first appointment. You can ask questions like, "How comfortable were you with this person? What did you like? What did you not like? Can you see the benefits in seeing this person?" Make sure you continue to follow up to assess progress to make sure that they stay true to their course.
Some possible patterns to watch for are that sometimes people who are depressed are chronically dissatisfied with many things, including their different therapists. One way to shift this is to ask them to think about what they do want, and then support them in exploring the large number of options that do exist. For optimal success, your friend must feel like you really care and trust that you have their best interest at heart. To do so, you have to be fully present with your friend and resonate a loving energy. If you find it difficult to be fully loving and present, be gentle with yourself. This is not easy work. It's really important to make sure that your own needs are being met first. So get the help you need and take care of yourself first. You can also practice nonviolent communication. It's a fantastic resource for learning how to communicate in a loving and compassionate way. And make sure that you seek the support of mutual friends.
Know anyone looking for peace of mind and ease in their lives? I'm Dr. Tina Wong, and you can get my top 10 tips for a happy and healthy brain at lifelongenerjoy.com.